Have you ever picked up a handbag, a watch, or a bottle of perfume and wondered how something that costs almost nothing to physically produce can sell for thousands of dollars? A leather bag might cost $50 to manufacture, yet the same bag with the right logo stitched onto it can sell for $5,000 or more, sometimes even with a waiting list attached. This is not a mistake, and it is not just clever marketing either. There is a deep psychological system behind luxury pricing that has almost nothing to do with materials or manufacturing cost. In this video, we are going to uncover exactly why luxury products are priced the way they are, and once you understand this system, you will never look at a price tag the same way again. The real cost behind the price tag: most people assume that a luxury product costs more because it uses better materials or requires more skilled labor. And while that plays a small role, it is far from the main reason. Studies on luxury goods have repeatedly shown that the actual production cost of many high-end items represents only a tiny fraction of the final retail price. The rest of that price is built entirely around perception, brand story, and emotional value. A company is not really selling you leather or fabric. They are selling you an idea, a feeling, and a status symbol wrapped inside a physical object. This is exactly why two nearly identical-looking products can have wildly different prices, simply because one carries a recognizable logo. The materials might be almost the same. The manufacturing process might even happen in the same factory. Yet the branded version sells for 10 or 20 times more. Once you understand this, it becomes clear that luxury pricing is not really about the object at all. It is about everything the object represents in the mind of the buyer. Why scarcity makes desire explode. Scarcity is one of the most powerful psychological triggers behind luxury pricing. Human brains are wired to place higher value on things that are rare or difficult to obtain. When a brand intentionally limits production, creates long waiting lists, or only releases a small number of units, desire for that product increases dramatically. This is not an accident. It is a calculated business strategy designed to make people want something specifically because they cannot easily have it. Luxury brands often destroy unsold inventory rather than discount it, which sounds shocking at first, but it makes complete sense from a scarcity standpoint. If a brand allowed leftover products to be sold at lower prices, it would damage the perception of exclusivity for every customer who paid full price. By keeping supply artificially low and refusing to discount, luxury companies protect the psychological value of scarcity that their entire pricing model depends on. The power of a recognizable branding is the single biggest driver of luxury pricing, and it works because of something called brand equity. Over decades, luxury companies invest enormous amounts of money into advertising, celebrity partnerships, and carefully controlled public image to build a reputation of prestige. Once that reputation is firmly established, the logo itself becomes valuable, completely separate from the physical product it is attached to. Why a logo alone can cost hundreds. This is why a plain white t-shirt can sell for $300 simply because of a small embroidered symbol on the chest. The customer is not paying for cotton. They are paying to be visually associated with everything that brand represents, whether that is craftsmanship, heritage, wealth, or exclusivity. The stronger the brand story, the higher the price customers are willing to accept without ever questioning it. Status psychology and the need to be seen. Humans have a deep psychological need to signal their position within a social group, and luxury products serve as one of the clearest signals available. When someone wears a recognizable luxury item, they are communicating information about themselves without saying a single word. This concept is often called conspicuous consumption. describing the deliberate purchase of expensive goods specifically to display wealth and status to others. This need to be seen is so powerful that many people will pay significantly more for a product specifically because the brand is instantly recognizable to others. A logo that blends in offers no status value, but a logo that stands out and signals wealth becomes worth paying extra for. In this sense, luxury buyers are not just purchasing an object. They are purchasing social visibility and the silent respect that comes along with it. How price itself becomes a signal of quality. Interestingly, price does not just reflect value in luxury markets. Price actually creates perceived value in the mind of the buyer. Researchers have found that when people are told a product is more expensive, they often report the exact same item as tasting better, feeling more comfortable, or performing more effectively, even when nothing about the product has changed. This effect is so strong that lowering the price of a luxury product can sometimes make people trust it less rather than more. This is precisely why luxury brands rarely, if ever, run major sales or discounts. A steep discount would immediately signal to the brain that the product might not actually be worth the original price, which damages the entire foundation the brand has built. Keeping prices consistently high, even during slow sales periods, protects the psychological association between high price and high quality that luxury consumers depend on. The experience sold alongside the product luxury pricing does not stop at the product itself, it extends into the entire purchasing experience. Walking into a luxury store often feels completely different from an ordinary retail environment, with spacious layouts, personal attention from staff, and an atmosphere specifically designed to feel exclusive and elevated. Even the sound inside the store, the lighting above the shelves, and the temperature of the room are often carefully controlled to shape how the customer feels before they even touch a product. This experience becomes part of what the customer is paying for, even if they never consciously think about it that way. Packaging plays an enormous role in this experience as well. Luxury brands spend significant money on boxes, ribbons, and presentation because unwrapping a purchase is treated as an emotional ritual rather than a simple transaction. This attention to detail reinforces the feeling that the customer has received something special, further justifying the elevated price in their mind long after the purchase is complete. Why people justify the price to themselves once someone spends a large amount of money on a luxury item? Their brain naturally works to justify that decision, a psychological pattern researchers call cognitive dissonance reduction. Instead of regretting an expensive purchase, most buyers convince themselves the item was worth every penny, often becoming even more loyal to that brand afterward. This creates a powerful cycle where expensive purchases lead to stronger brand loyalty rather than buyer's remorse. How buyers spread the price justification, this self-justification, also spreads socially, since owners of luxury items often defend and promote the brands they purchased to friends and family, reinforcing the perceived value for future buyers as well. In this way, luxury pricing does not just rely on marketing from the company itself, it relies on customers becoming voluntary advocates who reinforce the price justification for everyone around them. The future of luxury pricing psychology, as younger generations gain more purchasing power, luxury brands are adapting their psychological strategies while keeping the same core principles intact. Limited collaborations, exclusive digital drops, and members-only access are simply modern versions of the same scarcity and status tactics that have existed for centuries. The platforms have changed, but the underlying human desire for status and exclusivity remains exactly the same. Understanding this system does not mean luxury products are worthless. It simply means their price reflects psychology and perception far more than raw materials or manufacturing cost. Once you see how scarcity, branding, and status psychology combine to create these prices, every luxury item you encounter tells a much more interesting story than the number on its price tag. If this video helped you understand the real psychology behind luxury pricing, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video like this one. Drop a comment below telling me which luxury brand you think has the strongest psychological pull. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.